Some people think your success is measured by the amount of intelligence you have. Life has taught me it's not about that. It's about working hard towards your goal, never quitting until you get there. Don't stop till you get there. Let's pause.
Hi, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about a question I get asked a lot by clients, students, or people in general in Facebook groups and stuff related to ASVAB. As you might know, I've been doing this for 9 years, helping people pass the ASVAB. That's why I can comment about this. I'm not somebody who's just starting. I've been doing this since the recording of this video about from 9 years. Anyways, my name is Fernando Cardona. I want to talk a little bit about the question I get most asked: which version of the ASVAB is easier? And it's a very annoying question. But we're going to talk about that. Before we continue, spoiler alert, they're all the same level of difficulty. If you pass one ASVAB that day, they would have given you any version and you would have passed it. If you took the ASVAB and you didn't pass it, that day you weren't ready. You just weren't ready. Either your nerves got you, you didn't prepare yourself correctly, you weren't ready. Reasons. Well, the main reason, similar content. So different versions will have similar content. I've taken the ASVAB 4 times, 93, 94, 99, and 99. You can see it in my Facebook page. If you go here to Facebook page, you can see my scores, you can see my student scores, you can see my reviews. But when you go to the page per se, you go to home, and you can see my scores right there at the beginning. 99 AFQT, 99, 94. So I've taken it 4 times. Here I only have 3 because I don't have evidence of the first time. But anyways, you can see my score. I know what I'm talking about. If not, I wouldn't be doing this or making this video. And you can also see my student scores. You can go to photos and you can be seeing scores all day. Anyways, so there's similar content. So what I mean by similar content, in one version, you might get this. In another version, you might get this. Let's say this is version 5. Let's say this is version 8. You might get this. I'm thinking, give me a second. 3 exponent 4. And let's say version 9, you might get this. So even though it's a different exercise, technically, it's the same thing. If you know how to do this, you know how to do this, and you know how to do this. The exponent tells you how many times you multiply by the base by itself. 4 times 4 times 4. When you multiply that, 16. 16 times 4, 64. I'm doing it fast because this is not a math video. 3 exponent 4, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 9, 81. So you get the flow. If you know how to do this, you know how to do them all. If you don't know how to do this and you make the common error, you're going to make the error in all of these. No matter the version, it's a similar exercise. Similar to this, distributive property, if you know how to do this, then you also know how to do this. They change the numbers, similar exercise. If you know this, then you know this. Same for solve for x. If they give you 2x plus 3 equal 10, solve for x. And then in another version, they give you 5x plus 9 equal 2. If you know how to do this, you know how to do this. So it's similar exercises. So saying that, oh no, I got a hard version, oh, you got an easy version, those are just excuses. Stop making excuses. I get it. One of the reasons somebody might say this, like a recruiter might tell somebody, hey man, that version was hard, keep studying, you're going to find it easier. Yeah, he doesn't want you to quit. He's just motivating you. But the reality is you weren't prepared. You didn't score well because you either got nervous, you didn't know the material, or you weren't prepared. Just study a little bit more. Obviously, if you took the test and you study more, you're supposed to increase. It wasn't that this other version was easier. It's what that you prepared better. If you score really low in paragraph and then you start studying paragraphs and then you take the ASVAB, you're supposed that when you repeat, you're supposed to increase the score. It doesn't mean that it was easier. It means you got prepared better. Now, so we talked about the first thing, similar content. Second thing, what is a standardized test? Let's look at the definition of standardized test. That's what an ASVAB. An ASVAB is a standardized test, if you didn't know. So when you look at the definition of standardized test, when you Google, what does a standardized test mean? A standardized test is a test that is administered, scored, and interpreted in the same way for all test takers. What it's just saying is it's similar for all test takers. Now, before somebody says, hey, is the ASVAB a standardized test? You'll need to take a standardized test called the ASVAB. So yeah, it is. It is a standardized test, so it falls. So that basically sums it up. Now, last thing I'm going to say, and this might be a thing some people don't get, the AFQT, the score to pass, is called the AFQT. The AFQT is a percentile. A percentile means that it is compared with the people. Meaning, if you take version 8 and they don't compare you with people with version 9, they'll compare you with people with version 8. When you get a 50 AFQT, if you get a 50 AFQT, when they calculate your ASVAB score and you got a 50, what that means, it doesn't mean 50%. It means of the people who took 8, the sample, they take a sample, let's say 2,000 people. When you get a 50, means you're better than half of them. Means you scored better points in that test than half of them. It's not against the test, it's against the people who took that version. So they don't compare, what I'm trying to say is they don't compare people from version 9 with version 8. They're also compared with age groups. A person who's 20 years old is not compared with a person who's 30 years old. They compare same test, same age group. What I'm trying to explain is, if you didn't understand this, if you pass one ASVAB, you pass any ASVAB. If you don't pass an ASVAB, you weren't ready. Just study some more, see where you went low, and don't quit. Simple as that. But saying, oh, they gave me a hard one, that's just being a crybaby. That's being a crybaby. And anybody who knows me knows I don't like crybabies. Stop making excuses. Study hard. Keep on going. Don't quit till you pass. Now, if anybody needs help with the ASVAB, getting a good score, and you want my help, then you can check the description. My phone number's there, my email's there. You can text or email us. We'll send you a free 2-hour video so you see if you like it. And all the details, we'll send it to you. And if you don't want to take my classes, you don't have to. Just the test is free. The test is free. Don't quit. But please don't be that person who says, I got a difficult one. You got an easy one. So you're telling me that somebody who scored a 90 is not going to score a 90 again? Oh, he took an easy one. Oh, so he got a 90, and now if he takes the one you took, he'll get a 15. No, that's not life. If he takes a different version, he might get a 92, he might get an 88, he's going to be around that area because he was prepared. It's a similar test. All the versions are similar tests. Anyways, people, I hope I don't see you commenting anymore. Which version is easier? They're all the same. They're all the same level of difficulty. Just study, get prepared, do your best. Take care, don't quit. Let's pass! See you, people.